Because if we use this time to politic, let's remember that no matter how strong you are, no matter how blessed you think you are, as a minister, as a councillor, as an MP, as a council chairperson, as a president, no matter how you think you are blessed, you will not be in that position forever. At some point, you will leave that office.
What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J. Cool.
Hi, my name is Kazungo Emmanuel Ndea, also known as Ken Dumbo. I'm a Zambian journalist and also social media influencer. It's a sad moment or sad time for Zambia, and that the country has been robbed of the former Republican president in the name of President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, who was our only surviving former Republican president. And I don't know the records yet, but I'm assuming we are the only country in the world without a former president as things stand. It's sad because obviously most of us didn't anticipate this. Just as the case may be, no one anticipates death. We all know that we are all going to die at some point, but no one is prepared to lose someone. And as a country, him being the only surviving former president, we hope that he could probably stay a little longer, especially at a time when our country has been infiltrated by, lack of a better term, politics, where everything is looked at from a political point of view. Personally, I was hoping for a moment when our former Republican president and our current Republican president could just have a moment to sort of unite the country by putting their differences aside. But I think that did not happen, and that's why even in his death, people are using this funeral to do politics, which really is not ideal because our culture does not allow. But all the same, it has happened, and my word of encouragement to the family is that this is a time for them to be strong and lean up to God. Obviously, because of the things that had happened prior to this whole situation, the family may feel betrayed, but we can't question God why certain people, or especially our beloved ones, have to leave us. God gives and He takes. After all, He is our Creator. So my only advice to the family is let them lean to God, let them find strength in God, and things will get better for them. And to the entire country, my word of encouragement to all the citizens of the Republic of Zambia is, for a moment, let's put our political differences aside. I know as Zambians we have a tendency of finding politics in almost everything that happens. Maybe for a moment we forget that we are a Christian nation, but we don't portray the values of a Christian nation with what we do. As things stand, there are a number of people that are pointing fingers at different people. Yes, things might have happened, but I think let's use this opportunity to just mourn our dearly departed president and mourn him with dignity. But also let's utilize this moment to create peace as a country. It hurts me when I hear politicians say, let's utilize this moment to unite as a country. We can't be a country that only unites, or a country that only gets united when there is death or when somebody has died. That's when we want to be united. When there is no death, then we are just politicking, insulting each other, tribal talks here and there. When we say let's unite, let's mean it. Let it come from the bottom of our hearts, not just for political purposes. Honestly, it hurts me as a youth to see that we have no time for us to just interact and enjoy life together as citizens. Every moment that we've been given, we just want to use it to politic. If we're going to talk about unity, let it be unity whilst we are mourning and even after mourning. Let's not just be politicizing or doing political games every time. We'll be regretting the moments when the people that we were supposed to make amends with die. When Edgar Lungu was alive, we could have utilized the moment to make peace, but we decided to politic, and now that's where people are pointing it at each other. But like I said, things have happened, and with the remaining politicians, both in power and out of power, let's utilize our power, especially for those in power. Let's utilize our power to unite the nation, because if we use this time to politic, let's remember that no matter how strong you are, no matter how blessed you think you are as a minister, as a councillor, as an MP, as a council chairperson, or as a president, no matter how you think you are blessed, you will not be in that position forever. At some point, you will leave that office. And if things like this happen, people will always have an excuse and look for someone to point at. And even for people in opposition, we know we are fighting to, at some point, hold power. But let's not use this time to just politic. Even things that you're supposed to support, but for the sake of politics, you just criticize and you just brush them off. Let's look at things that can work for Zambia. Support them. Those that can't work, let's find an amicable way of resolving our differences. That's just my point. Otherwise, I don't have much to say, although I've already said much. But thank you so much for this opportunity. May we mourn our president, and may he so rest in peace.
Thanks for tuning in to JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.